so cute.
Always be an extension of your heart.
My dear sisters, before you're going to continue watching this beautiful video, let me say a few words. This video is very, very special, and this ritual and this remembering of us being braided by our grandmothers and mothers has a deep meaning. My intention is to remind all of us that we come from the same soil, and we need to stop competing with each other. We need to keep braiding each other and praying for each other. So
This is divine. Oh, yes. Oh. Okay, so
All right.
here is the thing. I have something to offer you. We're gonna braid each other. Okay, so while I'm gonna braid you, I would ask for you to share and that one story that you would like to share with other women. That's something that is very close to your heart.
Like anything?
Anything that is gonna come out.
Okay.
Just a memory.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. I'm getting like images of the time when I was a child playing with Barbies, like dolls. In Spanish, we just call them Barbies because I guess most of them were Barbies. And like, I remember playing with their hair, and I don't think, like, there's not as many memories of like, or not really many memories of me getting my hair braided by friends. Remembering the way, I guess my mother would do my hair, which usually was very, like in a rush, you know? And since I have curly hair, it's just like a lot of yanking. I was mentioning to you, like, growing up and really connecting like with the power of braiding, it's like, it just feels really sweet to my heart because I remember doing it like very lovingly with dolls and things like this, but not necessarily like with friends in such loving ways. And the other memory that kept coming up was like going out to the garden and gathering like a bunch of herbs and like pretending we're like making medicine or like food or different things like that. And I remember just like feeling like the coolest like magician alchemist with my friends, like, and poulticing herbs and like, you know, just playing around like that. And I feel like it's so
We have another one.
yeah, I think it's so beautiful how like intuitively as children, like, we connect with like with deep things that we love, and not really, like, we don't really need to understand, like, it's just already inside. When I was a kid too, I must have been like around 5 years old. We did a family trip to the coast of Colombia, and there a lot of the Afro-Colombians, like the women, they braid their hair at the beach. And apparently, like, before we even got out of the car, one lady got my hair and I was like sticking out the window and she's like braiding me. But yeah, like all these different messages, just the message that comes to my heart is like the deep medicine in play, you know, and like really like how beautiful and how nice it feels to take care of each other, like in sharing, you know, because I feel like at different points in history we just turn so much into competition, into comparison, and it just feels so beautiful to like just really like take care of each other. It's really healing for the soul.
Thank you. I feel it too. And thank you so much for your beautiful stories. And may they be an inspiration to other women and sisters. And you look absolutely gorgeous. And for some reason, this is how I see you. Like 2 braids, and they're just wow.
Thank you, love. Oh.
Oh. What comes to my mind? When I was little, my grandma, she used to braid me, and it was this whole ritual. In the evening, when she was braiding, she had a
When
ball.
she was what?
When she was braiding me, she had a bowl with water,
Oh.
So she was putting her fingers in the water. They will keep the wave, because the idea was that she was braiding me, and then I went to bed. In the morning, I woke up and she was unbraiding me. And then I had this huge, like this huge amount of hair, and I looked like a lion. And I remember I was standing in front of my mirror, and I loved it so much because I was like, this
wavy,
like
yeah.
wavy girl. And I remember this feeling because it was very cozy. It was a ritual. We were watching telenovelas.
Oh,
with
really?
her.
Like
Yes.
Russian telenovelas?
Yes, in the evening, like our entire family, and
Aw.
she was braiding. And now I understand that, this deep connection that I feel with this culture, and the fact that I moved to Mexico and feel this deep connection with this tradition and Spanish speakers, and it feels like home. It feels very cozy to me.
I love that.
Every time when I
That's so
come to
sweet.
Miami,
You're like, yes.
I feel home.
You're like, Sandra.
And because that was the feeling that I experienced with my grandma. And it's just so beautiful, and I'm so grateful to her. This is a beautiful gift that she engraved into me. She also engraved that seed that she was allergic to soil, something that I needed to work on, and I'm very happy.
Oh, you are allergic to soil at some point?
She was allergic to soil.
Oh, okay.
She once told me that I'm allergic to soil. I'm not going to the farm. I'm not working with plants. And I thought that I'm also allergic to soil. That's why I was disconnected from the plants, from the nature. And I was afraid of spiders and all this like little things. I was like, like it's nah. So how interesting is that she was the one who put the seed that she's allergic to soil, but at the same time she was braiding me the wisdom that comes from Latin American people and your culture and tradition, and Mexican and Peru. Like, it's just all this beautiful indigenous wisdom while watching telenovelas. So when I moved to Mexico, I started to remember that, oh my God, this is the earth, this is the plants, this is the medicine, this is the blessing. And that's why I believe that these seeds of limitation that our parents sometimes put into us, right? They also carry the path towards liberation, and they also serve as an antidote to that seed of limitation that they engraved, because this is how it was with my grandma.
Really beautiful. It's a really beautiful like reconciliation.
Yeah, and I feel that this ritual with braids and asking sisters or mother or grandmother to braid you, and it's just something that really warms our heart, and this is our prayer.
I love that.
Yeah, so
So
this is
powerful.
what I would want to share. And oh, I love it.
Aw.
Grintara, she's still here. I love it.
I actually would love to share something about
Tell me.
like a download I received
Uh-huh.
once about hair, because it was after a ceremony, and I was already doing this, but I didn't understand until this point. But I usually I stopped using brushes to brush my hair many years ago. I just heard a woman say once, like, oh, like God already gave us our hands, like just use your hands, da 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 da. And I was just like, huh. And like for curly hair, etc. So I explored that, and I ended up really liking it, and so I only use my hands now. And I always felt like a spider, like brushing my hair, like just like detangling. I always felt like this, like a spider, right? And then one day after ceremony, I was talking to some of the people there, like these two women, and we were sharing stories. And as I was telling my story, I was untangling my hair, because usually I keep it in a braid in ceremony to like just to have my consciousness, my mind more directed. So I'm undoing my hair, I'm braiding my hair as I'm telling my story, and I'm taking out knots, and I'm like working like spider. And the woman is like, you literally are weaving your own story right now. And so in that moment, I I saw this thing of like how when we like brush our hair, it's like we're also brushing our mind. And so like you're saying, it's like we are weaving memory, we're weaving codes into the braid. We're also like when we brush our hair and like things that we do with our hair as an extension of our consciousness, our mind is so powerful. And it's like it's really a prayer. And like the 3 braids is also like I was reading once about that too, like from like what we call Native American, like I'm not sure if they were Lakota because there's many nations, but they were saying something like how you weave like it's a prayer to be in like peace with all your relations, like. And so when I braid, it's like I make peace with my past, my present, my future, and then I align my mind, my body, and my spirit.
Wow. I love it. I love it.
And I always like to say too, I am existence, consciousness, bliss. I am existence, consciousness, bliss.
How incredible. So this is our invitation to our sisters to start braiding. Because it's such a beautiful ritual. And yay, wow. Come. So just first of all, this is something that I feel like as a reminder that we are sisters, because we're kind of like look like twins, right? And we're all our sisters, and this is something that we forgot because we received this seed of competition, and this is what I feel that is happening, and this is what we're healing now, and sharing these beautiful stories and the wisdom, and really putting love and care. Something that we used to do with Barbie dolls, because I did it too. I remember I was just like I was braiding them, and then we also had Ben, and they were like all in love and blah blah. I feel that this is an invitation for us to go back to this beautiful ritual and just braid our children, our daughters, our sisters, and our mothers and grandmothers.
And our men if they have long hair.
And well, why not, right?
Yeah.
So this is, listen, this vision was born just now. This is our first interview, and I'm very happy that you're my first sister who shared this beautiful story. And I'm very grateful for your tradition and for your wisdom and your land and your beauty and your connection with plants. Everything that you put into my braid, I wish you to have this praise in your life. And as Grintara said yesterday, we should have green light on your path.
Thank you so much.
This is so cute.